Hi there, and welcome to this very short course about doulas. And if you're here, you might be asking yourself, but why do I need a doula for birth? I've got my partner, I've got my friend, I've got my mum, I've got midwife or the doctor, depending on where you're based. Why do I need a doula after all? What is a doula? And is that just hype or something that influencers get? In this first video, I would like us to have a conversation about what is a doula after all, and why do you, as a single mom or family, a couple, why do you need a doula? Well, let's start with the definition. First, a doula is a person who stays with you, who sits with you during the process of pregnancy, birth, postpartum, beyond. You may not know this, but there's actually doulas for all stages of life, even death doulas, for example, that will support the family and those passing away and prepare for that. So a doula typically is someone who stays with the family during pregnancy. It might offer informational support. It might help you understand different options available for you in your country where you come from, what the health system is offering you, what they're saying, help you translate and navigate through information. It's someone who might help you physically with massages, with some techniques. Many doulas offer rebozo massages, which is the traditional ancient massage of helping the pregnant woman and her soft tissues with a scarf. It's a traditional Mexican technique. And with rebozo, they will help moving your soft tissues along and help the baby position. Or it can also offer you emotional, some even call it spiritual support. So a doula will come to you in a few different sessions, depending on what you have agreed, and you will talk about what has brought you to the point that you are in today, how you're handling situations as a couple, what are your expectations for birth, beyond, raising a family, what are the common points that you have, and also where do you differ? It's very important to note that a doula is not a medical professional. It will not manipulate you, the baby, your body in any shape or form, or give you any medical advice. A doula shouldn't even be giving you advice in the first place. It's someone who will spar with you, will brainstorm with you, who will guide you through the different options available and help you think, ask you questions, and help you think for yourself what is best for you based on what's available. But perhaps you don't know what's available. So that's when a doula comes into place. Also, when a doula is applying a massage or working with your body, it's not manipulating. A doula will not change the baby into a different position or do any of those things. It might, however, use, for example, a rebozo to help you relax, move your soft tissues, your pelvic ligaments, and all that to create more space for you and the baby to have and be in an optimal position for birth. And that includes your mindset, your spirit, being relaxed, being in tune is so important for the development of labor, but also how you go into postpartum, how your baby and you connect in postpartum. So a doula will help facilitate all these things. Will bring you and your partner closer. Will also help you think about all the questions you want to ask when you go to your midwife or doctor appointments, and can even advocate or help you advocate for what you want in those moments. If you think with me, when you're going into all those appointments in the hospital, at birth, you will probably meet lots of different people, lots of midwives, lots of doctors. Even at birth, you may meet more than one shift of people who will read through your birth information, your birth plan. But at the same time, it's just a lot of people. And if you're like me and you want to have some safety net, you want to have your team with you as you're going to birth, the doula may come in handy. It will be someone who stays with you and your partner from beginning to end, guiding you on what's happening, giving you the reassurance and reminding you of the path you're on, giving you affirmations, validations, and above anything else, that support that you need. You can do this and you will do this, and eventually you're on the way to meet your baby. There's different types of doulas, like we were talking in the introduction. There's even death doulas, a completely different specialty who help families and those passing away. What we're talking about today is pregnancy doula, postpartum doula. So there could be a full spectrum doula that you work with, and that's someone who can support you from the moment you decide that you want to become a family. So from preconception, following you through pregnancy, giving you different sessions, maybe some treatments. Depending on the specialty or the background of your doula, you can get access to different things, because there's doulas who are also, for example, aromatherapists, or they are a yoga teacher who can bring their movement practice into antenatal support with you. There's Pilates, there's even psychotherapists or psychologists, doulas, who will also bring that element into pregnancy support sessions with you and your partner. There's birth, and usually pregnancy and birth come together. So if you hire a doula for birth, she will also want to meet with you beforehand, a few sessions, depending on what you have agreed. But it's very important that you both meet beforehand and that you get to know each other, that you feel very comfortable with your doula. And that only comes with time. So pregnancy, birth is usually the same service, comes together. And then there's postpartum. So full spectrum doula will do all this and maybe also offer postpartum sessions. Some pregnancy birth doulas offer, for example, one postpartum visit. There's also doulas who focus just on postpartum. So they will come when the baby's born, when things may be upside down and you need extra hands. They will come to you. They will help you talk through your birth story. They may give you breastfeeding tips, especially if they are a certified lactation consultant like many are. They may come and cook for you, make you sweets, help tidy up, pick up the baby so you can go have a shower. Different things, basically what you need in precise moment. So there's many different types of doulas, and you'll have to decide for yourself what is the support that you would be looking for when you're hiring one. Welcome back. If you've made your way here, it's because you're interested in finding out where can you find your doula. That's very exciting. Maybe it will be useful to know that most doulas offer free intro call. This will go both ways. It's very useful for you to get to know them. Maybe you're interested in meeting one or two to see who you click with the most. But it's also very good for the doula to get to know the family beforehand and seeing if what she is bringing to the table is a good match for that family. So if you're based in Europe, there is the European Doula Network that connects some doula associations that you may find on each of the countries. And if you're from the US, there's the equivalent DONA. I would highly recommend starting by doing some investigation on Instagram. Most doulas are very active on social media. But also ask around your local health center, maybe your birth center, maybe your community center. Ask your friends, perhaps they know someone who had a doula. But I also want to invite you to make the most of this community. If you're looking for a doula within your hometown where you come from, please use the Family Door General Discussion Board to ask for one. Give some information of what you're looking for and let the community get back to you with a solid recommendation. Another question on everyone's mind, but how much does a doula really cost and what do they offer? It goes without saying that, like many other things, it varies. It varies a lot. It varies depending on how many sessions they're offering you during pregnancy, what is the type of support that they're giving you during birth, if they're coming in postpartum or not. Bear in mind that the on-call period around birth is also taking into account when a doula is giving you a price. Let's break this down. The on-call period usually represents 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after your estimated due date. During these 4 weeks, which is quite an extensive period of time, the doula will have to manage all her personal, family, professional affairs in order to accommodate your potential imminent birth at any time. That means the doula will not go on holiday. They will not make plans that are impossible to change last minute. They will always sleep half asleep because they will be always jumpy to see if that's you calling it. So it is a period of time in which life circumstances are managed in a different way. If you're looking for a rule of thumb or a starting point, I can tell you that the average prices, let me highlight this, average prices in Europe for doula birth support, which may include some sessions beforehand, is around 1,500 euros. And the price per hour in postpartum is around 50 euros per hour. This are average prices. I hope you enjoy this very short video introducing you to the role of the doula, what the doula brings to the table, where you find one. Remember that having a doula, someone holding the space for birth, someone supporting you and being with you on this journey, is something priceless. I think 9 out of 10 people who have a doula will only see the real value of having had that person with them throughout the whole journey in the aftermath, which makes it kind of hard to sell a service when you say, you'll thank me later. But that's really where doula comes into place. It's really someone who will share that journey with you and take you to a place that you've never thought before. Someone holding your hand when you'll need the most. And when I say you, it's not just the birthing mom, though she will need it a lot, but it's also the partner. Because there's moments that the partner will also look to the doula to say, what do I do? What can I do? Can we swap so one of us rests? A doula has many, many roles in birth, and it's impossible to say exactly what she'll be doing on the day because it will depend on how the birth is unfolding. But it's definitely someone who can be there for you, who will support you in a way that maybe no one else can. You, the couple. So doulas are not medical professionals. Reminder, they will not do any examinations. They will not be touching your tummy to see how the baby's growing, things like that. Though they might talk to the baby and say, hello, good morning, we're here again. So if you have any questions about what doulas are, where to find one in your area, or anything else that comes to mind, remember you can always use the main thread in the general discussion. I will be so eager to hear your thoughts, your questions, and talk a bit more and know how we can improve this content. So any feedback, always welcome. I wish you a great week ahead and see you soon.